I hate the New York City Marathon. Well, I used to. Let me explain. I love you, buddy. Bye-bye. I know. There is this common misconception in movies and TV, wherever New York is portrayed, that it's a mean place with mean people. But it isn't. It's a busy place with busy people who are direct. When you mess, when you mess with someone's essential plans, their day-to-day, or even if you get in the way of their little tradition, like getting a cup of morning coffee, well, a New Yorker is gonna let you know that isn't okay. And some of these little traditions we share, all of us New Yorkers share together, like the sacred commute. NYC commuters are on a team with one goal. We all want to get to our destination quickly and safely. And if you are the person in the subway car or on the escalator that makes everyone late, you are now competing against our team and you won't win. And I used to view the NYC Marathon as this little niche tradition that only a few people were able to participate in. I thought it was only celebrated by a few. It annoyed me because it inconvenienced me because I wasn't participating. Because the NYC Marathon happens every year on a Sunday, and I work. I work on Sundays. So I work right here in this building, and literally about 50 feet that way, that street is blocked off every single year for the marathon. So this creates a barrier between my apartment and my office, and the little traditions that I hold sacred, like being able to cross the street where I want, are infringed upon by the marathon, which makes me just hate it. But then my wife decided to run the marathon, and for me, everything changed. But it took a while. It took a while.
Good job. Yeah, Tara. I love you. How are you? You good?
Let me say first, training for the marathon is no joke. I have so much respect for what my wife went through to be a part of this race. I used to watch her leave our family on these super long runs, 20-something miles. And believe me, I'm my wife's biggest fan, but I'd be lying if I said these training runs didn't affect me. They messed with my schedule. So I still hated the marathon. But finally the day came when she was about to run her first marathon ever. I downloaded the app. I put her number in so I could track her. I read all the articles about the best viewing spots to support your runner. I was ready. Not to enjoy the marathon, I was ready to support her, even if I was doing it reluctantly. And when I stepped up to the side of the street where I knew my wife would be coming around the corner, I was swept up into the energy that is complete strangers supporting complete strangers. I saw runners in costumes, runners in pain, runners who looked thrilled to be there, and runners who were quite literally on their last leg. Pun intended. And I saw complete strangers losing their voices, shouting, "You can do it," to people they will never, ever see again.
You can do it!
Hello.
So that's when I realized that this isn't niche. This isn't just a tradition for a few people. This is every culture, creed, neighborhood, upbringing, religion, and background joined together. This is New York. And emotion just overcame me as I was watching all of the runners and watching my wife. And I didn't know why I was getting emotional. Then during this year's marathon, a friend of mine helped me understand. She said, "I got emotional watching the marathon this morning. As tears filled my eyes, I could only remind myself that I will never know what all those people who are running have been through to get where they are." So I'm never going to to run in a marathon. I will never run in a marathon, but I have this newfound love for it. I have this respect for it. How privileged am I that the runners pass just a couple blocks from my apartment every year, and then they run on the block where my office is every single year. You know what's also cool is I actually made a new friend, and I was able to go and watch him run along with all the other runners. He's this up-and-coming YouTuber. His name is Cassie? Am I saying it right? Anyway, it was so cool to see not only how excited he was to run, but how excited he was to see me cheering him on.
There he is, right along the sideline there. He's filming people. Casey! 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 It's me, your friend Patrick! Hey, Casey!
Good luck to you in all you do, Casey. Look, I used to view all of this as inconvenience, but it's not. This is New York. And sure, as we walk through life, we will experience all sorts of inconveniences. Don't forget that you will most likely never know what the people who unintentionally and sometimes intentionally cause those inconveniences, what they have been through or are going through. Don't be mean. Don't judge. Be someone who cheers. Be a New Yorker. Thanks, Casey.